Hi guys, welcome back to the Long Dark Science Lab. Started a new experiment today, and as you can see from the title, the topic is fire burn bonuses. So yeah, for a long time I've kind of been loosely aware of the fact that fires seem to burn for different amounts of time, particularly whether you're outdoor or indoor. And I first got into it. I obviously didn't discover it for the first time, but I noticed it when folks were choosing where they put their fires inside of caves. So inside of a cave, there's like a place near the entry, and then there's a place further in, and they seem to get, they're both different temperatures first of all, but second of all they get different fire burn times. So it sort of spawned the idea that you get a bonus in Interloper at least for burning fires outside, and I thought I would test that out in this science lab video. So what we're going to do, guys, is play around with it a little bit. Now this is a new run I've started. I call it my Loper plus plus run. It's like Interloper, but just move a little bit away from that fire because it's so loud. But it's like Interloper, but I made it a little harder. So it is a custom run, as you can see the custom setting. Without going too far into it, it's harder animals like stalker, the worst animals you can be for in terms of detection, Loper loot, and low condition recovery. So low condition recovery at rest and no condition recovery during the day. So I'm hoping it behaves like Interloper in terms of the fires and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with this just a little bit. What we're going to do is test out for this outdoor fire. Let's just eat a little first to get a snack into us. How much time we get when we sleep. So let's put our bedroll down here, and we're going to start by trying this out. So we've got 2 hours on the fire. Let's eat this. Okay, wind's kicking in, of course, for my experiment, but we're sheltered, which is good. So 2 hours and 17. Let's wait. So wait till it goes to 16. 2 hours and 16. Go. Sleep for an hour. Okay. 2 hours and 16. So 1 hour and 32. So 28 plus 16 is 44 minutes. So that, we 1 hour in the bag was 44 minutes on that fire. So one thing that is gonna, so it looks like we got a burn bonus. Now, one thing to think about though, I should tell you guys, is that we're fire starting 2, so fires last 10% longer. So that would mean that a fire that's burning for an hour should burn 66 minutes. So that's not going to account for the 44 minutes that thing just burned while we were sleeping for an hour. So anyway, I thought maybe that part of the issue is the fire experience level. Let's put some meat on this so it's not wasted, the fire here. I should have done that before. Anyway, okay, hour and 13. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep this fire running. And let's go inside and try this inside. I'm wasting some wood here for the purpose of science. Let's go inside, and hopefully that fire keeps going. But I suppose I could let it go out, but I just don't want to light them again. Let's light this up. Okay, 75%. And you know what? Let's just use an accelerant to speed things up here, guys, because I've got lots of it.
Pretty well.
Okay, let's put in 2 hours so I can make use of this. 2 liters, 2 liters, and we're gonna try this out. Okay, so wait till it goes to 1 minute. Okay, so 2 hours and 1 minute, and what's it going to give us back when we're done? 1 hour 1. So that was a full hour, guys. So there, that's a good example of it. There's an hour left in that one, so that just goes to show, guys, the difference. So it was 44 minutes out here, and it was an hour in there. Now, one thing I'm curious about is this, and this is something that Tomat LT brought up. I believe it was Tomat, is that here's what can happen. So if it's an interesting experiment. So right away, guys, there's the burn bonus. It was a 16-minute bonus for an outdoor fire at level 2. But the thing is, the level of fire we're at is controlled because both of these fires were, were level 2 for both of them. So it's a direct comparison. Let's put some more of this bear meat on so I'm not wasting too much fire here. So, okay, hour and 30. So let's go back in. Oh, so wait, let's set this up. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. Bear hide's in the way. Where can I drop this anywhere? Shucks, guys. Okay, well. 49 minutes. Let's let that one go. Let's put a bit in. Hour and 13. So let's do this real quick. Oh, it's going to burn that off, isn't it? Okay, well, so be it. This one is hour and 24. So let's say it's an hour and 23 by the time I do this. We're going to waste a little water for this. Hour and 23, hour and 11, go. Hour and 23 outside. Hour and 23, 22. I'm assuming that's an hour. I'm going to have to look back at it. I think it was. Hour and 23, hour and 22. I should have taken the water off, but... Hour and 23, hour 22. There, guys. So that's the example that Tamat was telling me, which is in fact true, is that if you... Okay, so the fire burn bonus does not depend on where the fire is. It depends on where you are. So Tamat, very cool experiment. I appreciate you doing that. That's awesome. This is not my science. This is Tamat's science. Yeah, but anyway, that was really cool, guys. So this one burned for an hour. It cost an hour worth of fire because we slept indoors. I'll tell you what, let's just keep this thing going because I'm having a jolly old cook up here. And I don't actually need all that time, but let's... A little more bear meat. Just so that we're, you know, feeling like we're efficient. So there it is, guys. So, you know, it goes to show it is better to have a fire outside if you want to do fuel conservation. It was something like a quarter better. It saved us about 15 minutes on an hour. So it was like 25%, which is pretty darn cool. Now, I don't know if that interacts with the fire burn time, or sorry, the skill that is. Like, you know, we've got 10% burn time on the skill. I don't know whether the skill increases the amount of time it says the fire will burn for. I think sticks always give you 10 minutes, so I'm not sure how that works. I'll have to look, though. Maybe go, you know, my dead man run or something, see what a stick gives you, but I'm pretty sure sticks always give you 10 minutes. A little hazy on that, though, to be honest with you. But I suppose I should investigate it. Like, let's break one of those torches down. A 17er. Just so we know. So 46. Let's wait till it goes to 45. There it is, 45. Add a stick. 54. No, so it's 9 minutes. So maybe that does increase. It's 9 minutes, but it costs you 10 minutes to take it out. 52. Let's wait till it goes to 51. Oh no, yeah, we'll still get the burn time bonus, so it's okay. 51 and down to 41. So you get 9 minutes for the torch, for putting the stick in, that is, and you get 10. It costs 10 minutes to take it out. I'm not sure if when you... It can't be that in greater skill levels you get more time, because then you could have an infinite fire where you pull torches, recycle them, you know, and make money off it, basically. So put them in, get more than 10 minutes, pull them out for the cost of 10. You know, that wouldn't make sense. So I don't exactly know how they did the fire burn time thing. It could be that just minutes count down slower on the fire. I don't know. Somebody probably knows this better than me, but that wasn't exactly the science I was planning on doing this episode. You know, obviously there's a lot of fire science to be done. This is just looking at that burn bonus that we just saw. So just confirming that the outdoor burn bonus is real. And what I'm going to do now is, just for pseudo completion, I'm going to go to a cave. It'll probably be a little bit later, but I want to make it on fire too. So hopefully really soon. I may just right after this go straight to Mystery Lake and do it in a cave over there. Weird. So we didn't seem to get the burn bonus this time while we were walking around out here. I wonder if it had to do with breaking down those sticks. I wonder if it's just when you sleep. Okay, so let's do another test, guys, since we're here. I'm a little confused by that because I thought the meat would have cooked well in enough time. Let's do one of these. I've been avoiding reading all those fire books because I don't want to go to fire 3 yet. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, let's take this off. So let's, you know, go for broke again. A little more meat on the fire. At least we're getting all our bear cooked. So let's pump this up. Okay, an hour 12. We'll wait till it turns to an hour 10. Wait, and do it as fast as we can. Hour 10, go. Oh, hour 10 and 17. So wait, 7 minutes. It was 7 minutes short of an hour. That's a 53-minute read. That's weird. That's different than the sleep bonus. Scratching my head a little bit about that. It is a bonus, but I have to go back. Maybe I got the math wrong, but that was only a 7-minute bonus. Okay, well, tell you what. Let's validate it just to be sure. Let's just validate it. Do a validation step here. Just to make sure that I'm not completely insane. It's a high likelihood I am, but we'll just see. Okay, so let's do this. And let's put an hour's worth of water on. I had one on me. Okay, let's just put an hour in this thing. Okay. Okay. Hour 10. Wait till it goes hour 9. Hour 9. Let's see what we get, guys. Hour 9. Yeah, so 18 minutes. So that's 9 minutes. That was a 9-minute savings, right? 18 minutes. Hour 9 minus an hour should be 9 minutes, but it was 18 minutes. So it's a 9-minute savings. Before, I must have done the math wrong. 9 minutes on the hour is like not 25%, that's for sure. I have to look back at the video. I probably did the math wrong, but either way, we're getting an outdoor burn bonus still. It's just not as substantial as I thought. Okay, so to summarize experiment 1, we ran a custom interloper game with fire level 2 at Trapper's Lodge, and we were running our fire tests, testing fire against 1 hour sleep or 1 hour reading to see how long the fires burned, and we did indeed observe outdoor fire duration bonuses in the vicinity of 7 to 16 minutes. And yeah, the reason for the variability across tests was unknown, so we saw some variability in that outdoor duration bonus. Perhaps most interesting was that the bonus depended on where the player was rather than where the fire is. So it's actually an outdoor fire bonus for you being outdoors rather than the fire being outdoors. So when we tested the player being indoors, an outdoor fire burned without a bonus. And I want to thank again to Matt LT for drawing my attention to that. I didn't actually... It's counterintuitive, actually, that it depends on the player position. You'd think that it would be something to do with the fire itself. No, it has to do with the player. So that was interesting. So thanks for that. Hi, guys. So here we are in the Mystery Lake Overlook Cave. And yeah, I'm on a new interloper save, as you can see. Straight interloper, and it's an early character. It's day 5. Character has fire starting 1. So we have no burn bonus due to skill, so that's an important thing here. So this is going to be hopefully a clean test of this whole thing. I want to do it in a cave too, because caves, as you know, have an inside and an outside. So this here is +4. If I go past this stick I put on the ground here, we drop down to -4. So what I want to do is let's start ourselves our outdoor fire right here. We'll use a match, use a book, hope for the best here. And what we're going to do is start an indoor fire as well. And we will test out the idea that it depends on where you're standing, the burn time. So let's go ahead and pop in a bunch of sticks. Okay, hour 23, and let's light up a torch on this. And we'll set our second fire up. Okay, we're inside now. It's warm. Start it up. Go. So in theory, once I get these things up to spec, we should be able to pass time indoors and outdoors and see the two fires behave identically depending on where we are. So if you set up
turned out pretty well.
This one out. Okay, let's drop a bit on this thing. A couple are reclaimed. Hour 43. Hour 43. Ooh, that's nicely synced. Okay, let's go and get these two. Get a few of these. Obviously, I got a bit of wood here for us guys to do some work. So, I mean, we don't have to sleep. We can also use other things that supposedly take time. But because food cooking is affected by cooking skill, I'm reluctant to use that. Okay, let's drop a couple of reclaimed on this. So 212, 210, 211. Okay, so let's set this up. And what we're going to do is sleep an hour. 30 minutes. Is it going to burn? I don't think so. So let's check it out. If we sleep here, we're sleeping outside. 208. Let's wait for 7. 7, go. 2 hours and 7 minutes of burn time there. 1 hour sleep. We come back with 2 hours and 7. 1 hour and 7. Okay, so that's a full hour. And that mystifies me. 1 hour and 7. I don't get it, guys. And they're still synced. Okay, so let's try something different. Let's go 2 hours. 2 hours. Maybe I'm just not sleeping in the right spot. 2 hours. Let's get a little water on the go. And let's set it up over here. Maybe I'm too far back. So let's go 159. 158, go. Could have been where I was standing, not where the bag is, right? 158 to 158 to 58. No, it's an hour. Huh. So, what's the secret there, guys? Guys, it's just the whole thing's very, very strange. Let's go 2 hours and 30. 2 hours and 30. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna put on an hour. An hour. Okay, 229. 228. Go. 2 hours and 28 minutes. So if we see an hour and 28, we're not getting a burn bonus. Hour and 29. No burn bonus there, guys. Maybe a minute burn bonus or something, but nothing I would call a burn bonus. Okay, hour and 28. Hour and 26. Let's do another one. Let's just read this time. Hour and 26. Let's get a book lined up. Okay. Hour and 25. Let's wait for 24. Hour and 24. Go. There's might be a very small burn bonus there. 25. Let's try it again. Let's drop in 223. 223. Okay, let's drop a little bit in here. Do another hour. 223. Okay, go. So that was 2 hours and 21 minutes. 125. Okay, so we're getting it now. So it saved us 4 minutes. Okay. Hour 22. Hour 21. Go. Hour 21. 26. Yeah, so there's 5 minutes there. Okay, so we're starting to see a burn bonus emerge here. But it's bizarre. Okay, let's do, let's get rid of some of this water. Getting piled up with water here. So there's something really weird going on. Like the burn bonus is coming, but it's emerging, but 221. Okay, let's get some more water going just so I don't completely waste this fire. What for 219. Okay, wait, sorry, I got to get on that book so it's ready to go. 218, go. Okay, 2 hours and 18 minutes. 1 hour 25. There we go. 7 minute burn bonus. So it's appearing, guys. The burn bonus is appearing. So I had a suspicion earlier, and I think it's starting to make sense, which is that the burn bonus depends on the length of the fire. So, like, how much cumulative total wood. It might also depend on temperature, actually. We should test that. So we're at 68 degrees. Okay, 2 hours and 20. Sorry, let's get on the book. Gotta wait till 218. 218 go. 218, 226. So there, that's an 8-minute burn bonus, guys. So it's starting to creep up. Now we're at 52, which is what we saw at Trappers from the get-go. So I'm a little stunned about why it didn't start that big. Like, it's go figure, right? But let's play this out, though. There's just... my mind's kind of racing with possible explanations for this, but not coming up with much. And we're going to run a little low on food. So let's pop some more wood on this. We'll just use all our wood. I'm trying to keep 2 really long fires running here. There we go. So it could be fire temperature. We're at 74. We're almost maxed. Okay. Let's get on the book. Okay. So 218, we'll wait for 217. 217 go. 227. So that's 50 minutes even, right? 27. 27 is 33 minutes plus 17 is 50 minutes exactly. So there, we're down to 50 minutes burn time. So it's not temperature depending because we're at 74 degrees. We're almost maxed. Let's drop a little more on this. So what I want to test now is what happens if we crank these up a bit. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hour and 30, hour and 31. Let's drop this on again. Now we're going to go inside and we'll wait for this. Okay, I'll wait for 127. 127 go. 28. So there you go, guys. And now let's bring the burn bonus back. So the burn bonus went away when we went inside, but it came. We'll now try to make it come back. So let's go. We're really low. What are we going to use? We're going to read that book again, right? Okay. Let's wait for 56. 56, go. 56 to 11, so that's 44 minutes. 56 to 11, 45 minute fire burn time. So, yeah, same in both. So, there you go, guys. This is yet another bizarre experiment into this whole thing. Okay, guys, so to summarize experiment 2, we decided to go back and do a pure interloper. I started a new save. And this way we are dealing with a straight interloper loot table. We also, in the previous experiment, we had the level 2 issue with fire skill, which could confound things because it's supposed to affect fire duration. And we also were testing out to see if we could see the burn bonus in the Mystery Lake Overlook Cave. As you know, caves have an interior and exterior region. And so we wanted to test it out there. And much to my surprise, initially we saw no burn bonus while standing in the outside portion of the cave, which was a shock. However, the burn bonus did slowly emerge over subsequent tests, so that was interesting. And we were able eventually to demonstrate the difference in burn time when you're standing in the interior versus the exterior of the cave. So just like at Trappers, it does matter. If you're standing in the exterior part of the cave, where it's colder, you get an outdoor burn bonus. If you shift to the interior part of the cave, that burn bonus goes away and you can get it back by going out again. So it goes to show when you're living in those caves, if you want to extend your burn time, you should stand in the outdoor portion. As for the variation in burn bonuses, it's curious and a bit of a head scratcher for me, but it looks like it could be related to the cumulative fire duration. So as we added wood to the fire, basically, something about that fire denominator, how much time it's burned, might influence the bonus, and also it could be related to the fire temperature. So those are things that we're going to take a look at in a subsequent experiment. Okay, welcome back. So we have another burn test about to take place here. I'm back at the cave at the Overlook. And yeah, I did reload the save before, so we still have all that wood that we had from before here. Stock up on that. But instead, for this save, what I did was I walked over to Trappers, guys, and did the cave to Milton. So I got a whole bunch of coal. So what we're going to try, a hypothesis for this run is, does the burn bonus depend on temperature or time? So first of all, let's just baseline it. So we'll try hour and a half. Let's go. What I did was, this fire's already had 2 hours in it, so it's basically a 3-hour fire right now. So let's go. Wait till 120. 120 go. Hour and 20, and what do we get out of it? 28, guys. I'm confused. So there, we're already getting an 8-minute bonus on this. I kind of wonder if it depends on time of day. Like we're... Yeah. I don't understand that. It's almost like it depends on time of day, because it's, you know, we're starting a bit later than we did last time. But I suppose we can verify that. Oh, anyway, let's try dropping a coal on and see what we get. A couple more sticks. Just to give us a little extra time there. Okay, so the temperature's going way up, and we're going to max this thing out quick. Okay, and let's wait till it goes 33. Hour 33, go.
I need to find a place to rest.
Hour 33, 43. So there, 10-minute bonus on that. So that's 50 minutes. So but we, you know, that's still in the range of what we had before. It's just that it's appearing much more quickly. Let's try one more. We're going to do coal again. This is going to take it up really hot. Okay, hour and 38, 62 degrees, 37 go. Hour 37, you have to sleep a little bit soon. Hour 37, 49. So that's 11 minutes plus 37 is 48 minutes. So yeah, we're, you know, it's creeping down. But, okay. Still, you know, yeah, getting down towards what the minimum we saw before. Let's max out this thing. Let's go for max temperature. So 80, 80 degrees. Okay. I'm going to wait for one. Okay, I guess we'll sleep this time. Make sure we're outside. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for 143. Even though it's an odd number. 143, go. 57, so that's 46 minutes. So it is creeping down, 46 minutes. Alright, so let's try some more, oops. Let's try some,
why I feel so tired.
Try some more time on this, guys. Let's drop a couple reclaimed on it. Okay, hour 55, hour 54, go. So now the temperature's fixed, but we're increasing the time. Hour 54. Hour 10. So that's 44 minutes. Yeah, so it's still improving, guys. Let's try it again. So it has to do more with time than heat. So we ruled out heat, I think, which, you know, they tend to be correlated, but there with the coal we were able to dissociate them. So yeah, I think it has to do with how long the fire's been running. So let's get a little more water in here. Okay, and we'll do that again. 207. 2 hours and 6, go. 2 hours and 6, 125. So 35 and 6. Yeah, that's 41 minutes. Okay, that's getting towards the lowest we've seen on fire level 1. 41 minutes.
I can
So
barely walk with this much gear.
let's drop a bunch of this water just so it's not crushing our souls. 9 liters. And that thing, yeah, let's get rid of the sardines. Unlikely to make us sick. Alright. So let's just do more water because I don't know. I'm the kind of guy that has to do water. What can I say? Okay, 2 hours and 20 minutes. $2.19, go. Now the maths with 19 is annoyingly hard, so we'll just see what we get here about. 140. Oh no, 20 minutes and 19. So 39 minutes, guys. So we're going under. I want to say it's like an interaction with time of day and fire length, because this fire so far is not as long as the other fire, I don't think, that we ran, all the other tests, but let's try it again. So we're into the 30s, guys. Okay, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Do some more water. I don't know why I'm doing that, but okay. 2 hours and 35, go. 2 hours and 35. 158. So yeah, 37 minutes, guys. We're creeping down. That's towards the minimum we've ever seen on level 1, I believe. So let's put a little more in. Close to 3 hours there. Let's put it a little touch over 3. 3 hours and 4 minutes. Let's do 3 hours even. Oh no. Okay, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Ready. Go 3 hours, 2 minutes, go. 227, so that's 35 minutes, guys. 35-minute fire length. So we're getting down to the bare minimum here. Let's just go again, 226. Okay, so 226, we'll do 224. Go. 150. Whoa, 34 minutes, guys. So it has to do with how long this thing's run for. Not necessarily how much wood's on the fire, just how long it's been running for. So let's do it again. Okay, I'm gonna stop the water, guys. There's no point. We have a ridiculous amount. Let's just forget that. We're out of food. Okay, 15. 2014, go. 136. 24 and 14 is 38. Yeah, 24 and 14 is 38. I think we're climbing back up, guys. Let's try some more. Okay, 2 hours and 30 minutes. 233, go. 150. So 9 and 33 is 42. No, yeah. 42 minutes. So yeah, I think we are creeping back up. 247. 2 hours, guys. So 47 minutes. It's creeping back up. Guys, I think we've discovered what's going on. I just got the well-fed benefit. It's cyclical, guys. It's cyclical. So you get max burn benefit kind of in the dawn, like end of the night, and you get min burn benefit out here around noon. Let's try. Let's figure it out. So 2 hours and 5 minutes. 4, go. 2 hours and 4 minutes. We're going to start reading because we're almost rested up. 13. So that's 47 plus 4 is 51, guys. It's creeping back up. Look at that. 2 hours and 11. 2:10, go. Oh, shucks. We can't sleep a whole hour. I blew that. Okay. I don't think. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, maybe you can. 28 and 10? 38. No, it can't be right. No, it wasn't a whole hour. So we're going to have to do some reading instead now. This thing's got, a bunch of hours left. Let's do this. So let's keep going. 2 hours and 2 hours and 29. 2 hours and 28, go. 1:30. Guys. Yeah. So around that time of day, it's almost up to 1 hour again. It's so crazy. Now, because we can, let's just take it further. $226, go. 126. Guys, we're back to an exact hour around this time of day. Go figure. This is what we encountered the other day when we came up here and couldn't reproduce the burn bonuses because of the time of day. It was, you don't get burn bonuses in the evening. So is it tied into ambient temperature? That is starting to feel like what it is. You get the biggest burn bonus when it is, because right now it's so warm out. Look at this. It feels like 3, -7. The implication there, guys, is that if there's a blizzard, the burn bonus should be extremely high. Well, a blizzard in the night, obviously, but you should see a jump if it blizzards from 1 hour to the next, especially when you get towards the max thing. Guys, so I think it's sort of coming together. it's related to the ambient temperature, air temperature outside, or it's related to the time of day. So time of day or air temperature, I think. Because yeah, around this time we get no burn bonus. And at the worst time of the day, the dawn, early morning, we get the biggest burn bonus. And we never saw the burn bonus count go down to 2 to 1, which is the sort of amazing burn bonus I've seen in the past. The 2 to 1 thing is because I probably had the 10% for longer fires or better than that. So, you know, 10% on 60 minutes is 6 minutes. So if I was getting 37-minute burns, add 6 minutes, you got 30-minute burns, guys. So there you go. It's something like that is what's going on. Okay, guys, so to summarize experiment 3, we continue with our interloper character, again with level 1 fire skill in the Mystery Lake Overlook Cave. And the purpose of this experiment was to explore possible causes of the burn bonus, which initially seemed to be maybe it was the fire duration, cumulative fire duration, or maybe the temperature of the fire. Right away in the beginning, we observed that the outdoor duration bonus, burn bonus, was already bigger than some of the previous observations we had with longer fire. So right away, it didn't seem like it was fire duration. However, we did see the burn bonus increase over time. So, and the problem with seeing that is that both your duration and your temperature go up together. But we did add coal, and we saw that the outdoor duration bonus just crept up. So it didn't seem to be related to temperature. And interestingly, we actually saw the burn bonus peak and come back down and go back to 0, all for an outdoor fire. So we saw a cyclical pattern of the outdoor burn bonus duration, and that pretty much that rules out fire duration, that rules out fire temperature, and it points to something like the time of day, or perhaps the ambient air temperature as the cause of the outdoor burn bonus, or the driving factor for the outdoor burn bonus. So that's something we're going to investigate in experiment 4. Hi guys. Okay, so we're back for another test. It is a cold part of the night. We've got the fire running. We've run it for a little bit here. And air temperature out here is negative 22 Celsius. So that's cold. Let's do an hour and see what we get. And just as a baseline. So hour and 50. Let's get a book queued up here. We're going to do practical gunsmithing this time for whatever reason. 149. Let's go. 148. Go. Okay, sorry. I was confused there. 147 we'll wait for. 147, go. Yeah, so 40 minutes, guys. There you go. So that goes to show it has nothing to do with fire, the amount of time the fire burned for. It has nothing to do with fire temperature. I can rule out all of those possible explanations. It just has to do with either the time of day or the ambient temperature. Now it's negative 24, guys. So let's go and try that. Got a little colder. And we'll go... Oh, wait. Let's make it clean here. 2 hours and 4 minutes, go. 126. So 34 and 4. Guys, 38 minutes. Yeah, that was... yeah, 38 minutes, guys. So we broke the 40-minute mark. Okay, guys, so rather than take you through another 24 hours of fire tests, which were onerous, trust me, and probably very onerous to watch, I thought I'd just do it myself and summarize the output for you guys in one tidy slide. So here we have a plot showing it's a scatter plot with a correlation between air temperature on the x-axis, and that's air temperature taken away from the fire. I had to go outside the cave to get that air temperature, as read from the inventory screen, and then came back into the fire to do my sleep test. And on the y-axis, you're going to see the burn bonus that I got, ranging from 0 minutes to 30 minutes, and that's for an hour of reading or sleeping. And I think both can be used interchangeably. You can also pass time, it turns out. So what you can see here is I've divided it into 2 functions. So there's a getting colder function and a getting warmer function. I did this post hoc after I realized that the thing looked a little bit jagged, and when I separated by whether the next hour is colder than the current hour, so the temperature is dropping over the course of the sleeping interval, you get one function. If the temperature is increasing, you get another. So basically, if the temperature is getting colder, you get a slightly longer burn bonus than it would be if it was getting warmer. And what you can see from the plots is that both functions are quite linear. So the burn bonus does seem to be linearly proportional to the temperature, the air temperature. And so they have pretty much an identical slope, which is 1.5. So it's sort of like you get, for every degree below -10, you get a degree and a half. You get a minute and a half of burn bonus. And the x-intercept is a little different for each function. So for the getting colder function, the x-intercept is about around -9.5 degrees, and for the getting warmer function, the x-intercept's around 11 and change. So if you average the two, it's around -10 and change is where they sort of, as overall intersect with the x-axis. So basically, and that's around 0 burn bonus. So there's no burn bonus above -10, call it, but below -10 there is, and every degree below -10, you get another minute and a half of burn bonus, up to a maximum that we observed around 34 minutes, I think. In this test it was only 26, but 34 minutes of fire length. So yeah, 26-minute burn bonus is the longest we saw in this test. However, in my other runs, I think I've seen burn bonuses that are 30 minutes. So the theoretical maximum might actually be at about 30 minutes, which is like a 2-to-1 kind of burn bonus, what I've called the 2-to-1 burn bonus before. So the one thing remaining with this function, guys, it's really nice. It's clean. You can predict your burn bonus based on your current temperature, basically. But the thing is that it's still not clear to me whether we're dealing with a burn bonus as a result of air temperature or time, like time of day, because in this test they're just correlated. They covary. They covary perfectly. So one way to get at it would be to test over multiple days. The other way would be and hopefully you get some variation in temperature from day to day, and you can dissociate time of day from temperature and compare across days. The other way to do it would be to wait for a blizzard. So blizzard, I think, drops the temperature by -10 or so. So that would be an easy way to test it, and I think that's what we're going to do for experiment 4B. Okay guys, so we're going to do a quick test here. Air temperature -23 in a blizzard, midday, and we're gaining beside our thing, so let's do this. We're going to go 512, 511, go. Okay, the blizzard ended. 511 to 429, so that's 31 plus 11. 31 plus 11 is 42. 31 plus 11 is 42. 42-minute burn time. So that's a pretty big burn time for this time of day. And now we're up to -16. Let's get a little -16, -15. Let it get a little warmer. So the idea here is to dissociate time of day from. Okay, that was dumb. Why did I do that?
My stomach. It hurts.
Okay, well, we're going to need the sleep now. But yeah, sorry. The idea was to dissociate the time of day from temperature. So right now it's -7. Oh, sorry, -10. Yeah. So we should be getting almost no burn bonus now. That looks pretty steady. Okay, let's do this. So it's going to be 418, 417, go. Four hours and 17, 3 hours and 17. There you go, guys. So that's it. That wraps it up. The blizzard is the test. So basically, we had a blizzard midday that gave us a pretty big burn bonus, and then right after the blizzard ended, burn bonus went away. So guys, it's air temperature. Yeah, outdoor air temperature. Okay, so to summarize experiment 4B, we ran an outdoor burn bonus test during a blizzard outside the camp office of Mystery Lake, and the blizzard dropped the temperature during the day down to -23 Celsius. And yeah, we observed an 18-minute burn bonus at that temperature, and that's actually very consistent with the functions we got in experiment 4A for that temperature. But most importantly, the blizzard, it conveniently ended right after that test. So the very next hour, we ran a subsequent burn bonus test where the temperature was -10. That was the regular daytime temperature at that time, and we had no burn bonus at all. So that I find to be very convincing evidence that the burn bonus is indeed a function of the ambient air temperature, and it will fluctuate as the ambient air temperature changes. Okay guys, so it's time for us to wrap up. We're going to do a little bit of general discussion here about the episode and about our experiments. So And we burned through about 4 experiments and a bunch of hypotheses regarding the so-called outdoor burn bonus. So we started by, demonstrating that it was indeed real, that it happens, but we also noticed there was some variability in it, and we spent the rest of the experiments trying to figure out why that variability happened. And basically we came to the conclusion that it depends upon ambient air temperature. So when the temperature is below -10, you start getting a burn bonus if the character is outside. And basically it probably maxes out around a 30-minute burn bonus. And you get about a minute and a half per degree below -10 you go. And so also strange and counterintuitive is that it depends on where the character is standing. So if you're in a cave, if you are standing in the outer part of the cave, the fires, regardless, inner or outer fires, burn for longer, get a burn bonus. If you're standing in the inner side of the cave, they don't. Same goes for indoors versus outdoors of a building. And this was kind of counterintuitive. And part of the reason this episode took so long is that most of my hypotheses were about the fire itself. I figured that the burn bonus should have to do with the fire itself, like its duration, its temperature and stuff. So I spent a lot of time with my head fixated on it. It must be something to do with the fire because I have all these assumptions about real life. But no, it depends on where you're standing. So it's a player-fire relationship. And it also depends on air temperature, which, I don't know. I guess you could try to come up with some reason why fires would depend on air temperature, right? But if anything, I would think it would go the other way, that if it was colder out, the fire should burn for shorter. So shouldn't it sort of leach heat out of the fire, or I don't know, or do fires burn more efficiently in cold weather? I actually don't know. So maybe it's real. I'll give Hinterland the benefit of the doubt there. But I long ago heard that this was some bug, though, that they sort of capitalized on and decided to leave in as sort of like a latent bonus for Interloper players. And I don't actually know if it works under Voyager, but I'm definitely not the first person to discover this. And in fact, I have a vague recollection of maybe hearing this result before, but I couldn't find a post on it in the forums. And anyway, with all my science episodes, I'm not claiming to be the first guy to discover these things. Far from it. I'm a latecomer to the Long Dark, so I'm just discovering this stuff for myself and really having fun doing it. I really enjoy this. So even though this is kind of an onerous episode where we burn through all kinds of fires and I had to make science plots, it was fun for me. So I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, also thanks to Tamat LT for giving me the idea that it might depend on player position. So she did that experiment on her own and found that out. That was really cool. So, this finding, for me, it's helpful. It does have some implications for how I play. I always knew that I wanted to be outside if I was going to burn a long fire because I knew about the burn bonus. I knew it existed, but I couldn't understand why it varied. And I got into trouble before because I would count on it being 2-to-1 because I would see like a 30-minute burn bonus, but then it would go away and over a long sleep or something. And I'd get busted basically, and that can be really dangerous if you're sleeping on Dead Man, for example. If your fire goes out, or Relentless Night, your fire goes out, you'll just die in the night, right? So I could never really trust it because I didn't understand it. So but the burn bonus is maximum when it's coldest out. So this is something we can use to our advantage. So if we're gonna have fires, do it when it's coldest out, either in the middle of the night. So, and particularly around dawn, I found that the maximum fire burn bonus was 1 hour after dawn. So it makes sense to do all your cooking, whatever you're going to do, water production, sleeping even with a fire. You want to do that around dawn, in the hours surrounding dawn. The other thing is blizzards, right? So we saw that the burn bonus, jumped up as soon as there was a blizzard because the air temperature drops. So it makes sense that if you have a blizzard, if you have a long blizzard, that's actually a good time to be outside in wind shelter, of course, with a fire running because you'll get a massive burn bonus from it. So it also, another implication is that different regions tend to have longer fires than others. I'm thinking of Bleak Inlet, which is a bit colder than the other regions. I think it tends to have worse air temperature. So Bleak Inlet might actually be a better place for fires. So not that it really matters because you can't really choose where you are, but just interesting to think about. So one thing I didn't do was determine whether or not the indoor fire will get a bonus across a map load. So I never actually did that test at Trappers to see if the indoor fire got a burn bonus when I was outdoors for an hour. I only did it in a cave, but those are not across a load screen. So also across a map load, like if you did it in a connecting cave and you went back into, say, Mystery Lake, would the connecting cave fire have a burn bonus? I'm not sure about that. I'm also not sure about outdoor fire barrels. So, does this work for outdoor fire barrels? And in principle, it should be a yes, it seems, because you're within the same load as it, and you could theoretically be outside. But it just brings up some things to mind, things that you guys could experiment with, things that need, I don't know, need, but could be figured out. I also don't have a sense of whether this works in other difficulties, but frankly, I only care about Interloper. And we saw it work on a custom game, and I'm presuming that it works on other easier game modes, but on those game modes you don't really need to burn long fires anyway, so it's not as much of a big deal. This is actually a bigger deal for things like Relentless Night or custom modes like Deadman, where you have to sleep with fires. The main reason I kind of got really interested in the burn bonus is because I had to sleep with fires running all night, and then fuel becomes a real issue. But it's also an issue for things like fishing, although if you're fishing, I don't know how that works. That's another place where we should you should look at it more specifically, but this episode was full enough with just what we did. Oh, and one other thing I didn't really ever get to the bottom of was how the fire burn bonus interacts with the fire skill fire lengthening effect. So it was a little mysterious because, we've observed the bonus with and without fire 2. So at fire 2, you get a supposedly 10% burn bonus. We did most of our experiments with fire 1, so I obviously need to do a little more testing to figure out how it works. Take in fire 5, for example, and see how that works. But I was suspecting that I've seen 2-to-1 burn bonuses before, where you get 30 minutes free. After an hour's sleep, the fire only burns for 30 minutes. And I think that might be because of the skill effect, because the maximum we saw was a 34-minute fire here. So, and if to get a 30-minute fire, if you have a 10% fire lengthening, that's something like 6 minutes. So that could make the difference. You could have in and around 30 minutes worth of fire, but I'm just speculating. And I ran out of time to do more research on it. So that's, again, something that needs to be done at a later date, but definitely something to consider. And yeah, guys, so I think I'm going to cut it off there, but I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a, quantitative sciencey episode, but I learned something about, and it's probably going to change the way I play a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So thanks so much for watching. It's been a big pleasure, and I'll catch you next time.
Gotta stop that blood loss.